I was at arithmetic and I was feeling like shit. There's like division, multiplication, all the simple shit, right? And there's fucking Cholo next to me. I was like, man, why don't you just copy? It's just easy. And he goes, you think you're cheating them, but you're cheating yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Why are the Cholos so wise? Do you guys remember like really embarrassing, obnoxious things that you used to do in school?
How about now?
Yeah.
You know how like when you're in the quad in school and you're like, someone's like, penis.
Oh my god.
Remember all that
Why
shit?
the f did we do that so much as guys, man? It's so stupid.
You think it's so funny
The
though?
penis game? Really?
People thought that was funny.
I thought it was
boys
funny
thought
too.
that
I
was
just
funny.
The world thought it was funny.
I can't believe I thought that was so fun.
So good. Because the louder you get, it just gets more dangerous.
Yeah.
Or like throwing people. I mean, that's still fun now, but like when someone's turning around, or like a teacher's like doing some chalkboard, chuck stuff at them, and you actually hit, you're like, and then you pretend like you didn't do anything.
I did not do that.
That's how one of my buddies got in his first car accident because we were throwing. You know, did you ever when you all get your license and you drive in a group, you ever throw at each other's cars?
Yeah.
Because everyone's driving cars, so it's kind of fun to throw
pennies.
stuff. But we would just always be throwing at each other's cars. And I threw the Thomas guide out the back, like
Oh my god!
and it went whoop over his windshield.
No!
In Whittier, yeah, and then he hit the dude, and it hit another car, and like at the red light. And
Like a movie.
Omicron.
it was like a 3-car accident, and then as soon as the lady in the front got out and went like this, we were like, oh, we're going to jail.
Damn.
What happened?
You should be in jail.
His insurance just covered it all. The ambulance came, the insurance just covered it all. That's it.
And your homie was just like, dude, good throw, man. That
Yeah.
was-
Wow. That
It
was
covers the whole
he's-
windshield.
way to throw the yellow pages.
This dude, Ben, he's a very good homie. I'm friends with him to this day, and I hope you're not still mad about that.
Dang.
That's
Sorry, pal.
Did his car get masked?
88 Centris don't get messed, baby.
Damn.
Well, his parents' insurance went up.
Yeah, it did, yeah. But that's horsing around.
You know what was dumb? Playing quarters.
Oh yeah.
Like you just always come home with just bloody knuckles and stuff.
You called it quarters?
Yeah.
Wait, what's quarters to
We
you?
called it bloody knuckles.
Oh.
Just call it bloody knuckles.
Oh, maybe bloody knuckles.
How about the one where you do this one or the flick one?
No, like you would put a coin on on the table, and then after you, whether it be like rock paper scissors or whatever, the next person would. Oh no, you would flick the coin.
Yeah.
And then whoever like doesn't keep it going, they lose. So then you had
Oh, I didn't know
basically
that.
slide the quarter into their knuckle, and it would just cut.
I've never because quarters to me is you get a wall and you try to whoever gets the closest.
Yeah, that's some Michael Jackson, Michael Jordan gambling shit.
Jackson.
But you literally just with a coin.
I never played that.
Yeah, I played that. Do you get to keep the quarter or?
You keep it using it while it's all bloody and
Oh, it's just for pain.
people. Yeah.
We just did this one. We just keep hitting each other, and taking turns like this.
No, I didn't. Remember
There's no gamification in that.
Games that you give up and then you suck and are gay.
Oh shit.
It's hardcore.
You ever play that shit where you're bored in like math class and you're just doing that shit with your fucking pen?
Bro, I was so bored one time I flicked the fucking. I was so bored one time I flicked the fucking rice on my shirt. And I was just like, oh, get this off of me. I flicked it and I saw the rice land on this bitch's shirt. Boom. And I was just like, oh, and me and my boy saw that. And then she goes. She just fucking looks at it, grabs it, eats it, and we could not stop laughing.
Because she was hungry.
She
Well, you
showed
mean she
guys.
didn't know that it was your rice?
She
didn't know.
doesn't get fed at home.
She just thought she found her own rice from earlier.
But I thought she was just gonna go like this. But she went,
Can't waste, dude. Can't waste.
dude, the whole class could not stop fucking laughing to the point where the teacher's like, what's so funny? And we're just like, you know what I mean? Just holding our laugh like, that was like the funniest random shit.
You know what's crazy? It just reminded me. I remember being in a class. I think it was like a science class or whatever. You remember when you'd have those like giant, like almost like these cubicle style things on your four corner desk, so that everybody had their own space for like testing and whatnot. I was sitting across from this black girl, and her name was Nedra. That's all I remember. And I remember out of her backpack, she pulls out like a condom. And she's looking at me, and she puts it in her mouth. She's chewing it.
Why?
God. I don't think it was used or anything like that. She just was like
Funny.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
Was it a flavored gun, Emily?
Sure.
I think she wanted you, bro.
Was she like making eye contact with you?
Yeah.
Let's tie it.
It was the craziest thing. She was kind of
wanted you,
She
dude.
was kind of
Bragging again.
but like, it was crazy.
She was kind of fine.
She wanted you, dude.
No one's ever done that to me.
I missed the signs,
Yeah, you couldn't tell.
I remember in high school. I don't know.
or I was intimidated. Intimidated.
Yeah.
In high school, a lot of guys would play this game called Rub Your Dome. Have you guys ever heard of that?
Whoa, what the hell?
So it sounds suggestive. But guys would, in the class, they would have to, when they would sit down, they would have to rub the back of their neck. And if they didn't rub the back of their neck, somebody would see it and they would go up and smack the fuck out of the top of their head. Like, and they would make a big scene about it. So guys would always sit down and rub their dome. And if they didn't, they would just get fucking smacked.
Oh, Jesus.
And I remember there was one time where this guy took a textbook and was like, because guys would fucking amp it up. Took it, and I never played this game because I was like, they weren't looking for me to rub my dome. There was a certain group of fellers, and someone took a textbook, smacked the fuck out of this one dude, and they started fighting in class. Yeah, dude, because it's like they have to. Like, if someone does that shit to you, you have to start throwing down.
Damn.
And they would say like, rub your dome or something, and they would smack you in the fuck of the head, and you're like, oh, this is so scary.
We used to play this one.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Yeah.
You looked at it, punch.
Yeah.
Didn't 4chan turn that whole thing into like a white power thing?
Yeah.
And then,
they-
like-
More. It was the okay.
yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Because the WP or whatever. But this.
Yeah,
But it was total 4chan concoction. Nobody.
It's not a real thing.
This was not like a
That was
white.
Far East movement symbol for a little bit.
Yeah, but then like the news actually believed it, and then they started like reporting it as it's the sign.
It's just like they with Pepe the Frog or whatever.
Dude, exactly.
Pepe the
They're so
Frog.
gullible.
Nuking everything we like.
Just like they did with they remember they like the hacker known as 4chan.
Yeah.
The hacker?
Yeah.
Known as 4chan. Yeah.
Remember on the news there was a lady who's like the hacker known as 4chan. It's like, oh my god.
R.I.P. 4chan though.
Normie ass bitches. I know, dude. That one's a crazy one.
Dude, that's just crazy because I don't remember doing anything at school. Because fuck, like you guys have all this.
I believe you.
You guys have all this memories, and I'm over here like just remembering. Like, I just fuck.
Yeah, no, some people really are like, Smack is the same way. She has no memories barely of school.
Yeah, I'm just like, what did I do? I'm trying to remember it.
Maybe you're the same as her because she hated it so much that she just like compartmentalized and just was like, fuck all
Forget
that.
it.
I remember the fun I had, but like I wasn't there much, so
I remember the food.
I don't remember like class and shit we learned. I
I just
just
were like
remember
bad kids and stuff. Dude.
I had a fucking great time in school, and I was a bad kid, and I was flunking.
Bad. I was just remember not doing anything.
You probably remember all the pranks you pulled, but do you remember anything in class, like being taught anything?
No.
Or any?
I remember how the lessons went. I don't remember the information. Like I remember what Bible class was all about and how you had to learn all these verses and fill in the blanks.
I did that.
That shit was tough.
I remember how stupid the classwork was for some of my classes, and I wasn't in a special school. Like I was at Gardena High School. We're like U.S. government, and I remember one of the assignments was they gave us a fucking printout of the U.S. map, and you had to color different states and put in the capital, and people still got that shit wrong. And I'm like, this is elementary school level fucking work.
Damn, dude.
Hell yeah.
Do you think school is just
The food's outside.
absolutely nuts
By
right
the
now
door.
because of attention spans and phones and shit like that?
Yeah.
That's what the records show.
Really?
I mean, like, the LAUSD is fucking suffering.
I've been seeing a lot. Where's Ryan going? I've been seeing a lot of videos of like college professors, and they're yelling. They're yelling at their students because they're pulling up their papers, they're highlighting it, and they're like, dude, this is Chat GPT. Everything you're putting out here is all Chat GPT. And they're comparing between each person in the class, and they have the same fucking essay. And you're like, dude, she's like, what are you guys doing?
It's also their
guys are
fault because
fucking stupid.
they keep on making shit easier to get better stats for their district.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Because they get more money, right?
It's a business now.
They'll be like, oh, you guys are failing, so we may close this school. So they just make shit fucking easier and easier and easier and easier. And now you have these interviews with people that can't even name like the next state over from where they live. You know what I mean? It's like crazy that it's at that level.
I would also maybe assume that You know when like there's a change in something, whether it be like cause industrial revolution, technological internet age or whatever, right? Like we got into a period where it's like the internet age, especially in high school, like just started, and then like also like significantly like right after us in college, maybe people started bringing like iPads to school. So I feel like we were on the end of one thing, like textbooks or like.
I was taking notes with this.
Exactly, and then we were also at the beginning when things weren't as good for something else.
Dude.
So I feel like we actually maybe had like a okay time with what, like maybe in school now. Imagine like actually learning shit via iPad.
Yeah.
Whether you choose to learn or not is up to you as a student. But like having that versus like needing to buy a certain type of textbook that was like shitty or
You
had
had to
notes
lug it
in
around and shit.
Yeah.
That's our problem.
You arthritis and stuff.
We didn't have Indian tutors either. Like now, everyone can just find some shit on YouTube and there's an Indian guy teaching you.
Hella good.
What up, guys? Come join our Patreon because there's hundreds of videos dating all the way back to 2019.
That's right. If you click on the link down below, you could join our Patreon, join us on the Discord, come chat with us directly, have a fun conversation.
And this will help support the channel's growth and new ideas. And also tap into our closer community by joining our Discord and get the opportunity to suggest video ideas like the ones you've seen. Thank you guys. Join our Patreon, help us out. Thanks.
See you guys there. Say hi to me.
I remember like when I had to like go to math class, they just had Khan Academy, but it was like only a certain topics and you couldn't get help, so it would be like only like I think they had like trig or something like that, and I would use that a little bit, but then they wouldn't have the rest of the topics and I'd be like, fuck, I don't know how to do these problems. But the problems that they did have was super helpful. But now it's like they have it all rounded out. You can get tutoring everywhere.
You got a fucking Indian guy tutorial on every YouTube channel, like every topic.
Yeah.
Put the equation on ChatGPT now too.
Yep.
And now it would answer it, but also show you how it did it.
You can just take a picture, right?
That's crazy.
Show work, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, your show works. Dude, imagine like needing to learn a language. You could do that via app easier than the way we were learning in school.
For sure.
For real, dude. I have ChatGPT fucking translate shit in Japanese for me so I can send it to my mom.
That's cool.
I think that's the problem, though, is that people that are in school that are still seeking to do well are doing great still. But people who just go to survive, we saw those people get kicked out or flunk. Now they just make it. You know what I mean?
That's the weird part.
That's the part how you end up with these adults that don't know anything. It's like, goddamn, dude.
I'm part of that system,
Because
dog.
we saw those people freak out in our school, and then they would have to like pick it up, and they would have to like.
Does it make it a better society if those people were meant to like be dumb or fail anyway? Do you think it's better for society that they get kicked out of school or that they pass even though they don't necessarily have the skills?
Kicked out, bro?
Yeah, kicked out because it's not an end all when you get booted. You end up having to bootstrap yourself at that point. Because I got flunked out from classes, and I had to like, it took me years to like work back up, but then eventually you do it if you have enough resolve, and that shapes you as a character.
They just hand it to you. You're not gonna appreciate it at all, too.
Like I got in on algebra. I got kicked out of algebra, and then I cheated for fucking 5 years, and then I didn't even learn it until community college in my 20s.
And we don't use it now.
Yeah.
Hell no, dude.
And I had to do that to get into UC Irvine, but like if they had just handed it to me or just let me cheat, and I didn't get like flunked out of all those different times I did it,
Wouldn't mean anything.
then I wouldn't have ended up in a nicer life.
But don't you think like degrees should actually mean some shit? Because now if you have a degree, you're still fucking.
I think it's on you if you chose a degree that doesn't mean shit.
Yeah.
All of it kind
STEM
of.
fields never changed.
Yeah, that's true. Because if you get a doctorate, you're kind of like a medical.
But if you think your hobby's gonna take you through life, then you fucked up.
Yeah, that's true.
Can I be
You have to learn
honest?
business either way.
That's like, come on, dude.
Can I be honest though? I wish I did pay attention because all the stuff I'm doing now is literally just back in high school. It's just all high school.
Like what?
Like grammar stuff.
What's up?
He comes here and does math.
Oh, like the tests you take for like the police.
Yeah, the police academy, and then I took the ASVAB, the military testing, and
Yeah, but that's because you're doing testing right now. The whole point isn't that you're going into a job that's constantly doing testing.
yeah, but I feel like if you paid attention back in the day, coming back to it, it'd be easier time. But now, like the night before the military test, I had to like.
I wish I knew arithmetic like
Do you
that.
think if you paid attention back then and got really good grades, you would be going into the jobs that you'd be going into right now?
I think it would have definitely helped.
High school's not gonna help with stuff.
No, he's saying, would you do the same kind of work?
Oh.
Would you want to be a cop and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
100%. It's just those things I couldn't do earlier because when I wanted to join the military back in the day, I just couldn't because of my citizenship status at that point.
Yeah, I welcomed every time that a teacher didn't let me pass or put me in academic probation or I couldn't go on the school trip because I was getting a D in physical science. I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah.
Man.
No, I understand now. I finally understand why you need to stay in school.
I had to do it all over again
Yeah, that was
because I
me.
didn't do it the first time.
Yep, and you're just gonna end up.
And then when you go to
redoing it.
community college, you do a test and then they go, "This is your placement."
Yeah. And I don't even think it's correlative exactly to I don't think of it like, oh, if you suck at school, it's only about school, but it's just your character. I learned that if I really wanted something, I had to sit there and fucking do the work.
Yeah.
School has to be difficult, for sure.
I learned that oh, they're not just gonna give it to me every time. They're not just gonna let me skate by. If I want to get good at breaking or get good at music, I have to. There's no way around it. You have to fucking sit there and do it a shitload.
Yeah, I was at arithmetic and I was feeling like shit because it's division, multiplication, all the simple shit, right? And this fucking cholo next to me. I was like, man, why don't you just copy? It's just fucking easy. And he goes, you think you're cheating them, but you're cheating yourself.
Yeah, that's right.
Why are the cholos so wise?
And I was like, that's a Vato philosophy right there, man. I was like, you're right. I'm cheating myself, man.
It's like when you work.
Teach myself one last time.
It's like when you work out
yourself.
When you work out and you miscount your own reps. It's like
Yeah, it's like
who the fuck? That's on you, dude.
Yeah.
So you should just know the material, because then this is for you. It's not to sneak your way through.
Because then you end up being one of those guys that just be cutting corners all the time, and people are so fucking annoyed.
Because
by
it
you.
always comes back.
Yeah.
It always comes back.
Never challenge yourself.
That's 100% true. Everything you do, cheat, blah 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 blah. When you need it, you don't got it.
Never see what you're made out of.
Yeah, you just don't got it.
Yeah.
You're not. You know what I mean? You're not capable of it.
That's like you cheat your way through, and then you find you don't got the chops, but then you get the job, and then you're just like, fuck, I can't fake this. I don't know what to do.
You'd be surprised.
But
I will.
Municipal, get a municipal job.
But can you fake being an architect? You know what I mean? You build a bridge, and then the bridge is all falling apart, and you're like,
I see a lot of videos of a lot of collapsing things. So I think there's a lot of people out there like that.
I think you gotta fake it a little. Because it's what we were talking about before, right? We could learn things in theory and concept until you're doing that specific job. You're not gonna learn anyway. So if you gotta fake a little bit to get the opportunity to do it, I say fucking do it. Because you're gonna fail in general.
I saw a new build recently on the internet, and it was like a lightning storm or something going on, a rainstorm or something, and I saw all this wood framing just collapse, and then I'm like, I don't know why this collapsed, but then I read the first comment, and he's like, obviously they didn't do the bracing right, and then I'm like, yeah, they didn't do the bracing right.
Idiots.
But obviously those people got that gig, didn't know how to do shit, somehow faked it to make it. So this guy's rooting. This guy's gonna kill people.
That's why music festivals have stages that collapse. It's like they didn't fucking do the work of knowing that it had to be rated 5 times the weight.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean, shit like that.
Fake it a little bit. I say fake it a little bit.
A little smidgy.
Yeah.
I say fake your confidence, if you have to.
Yeah.
Not the fucking problem.
But I do think
Don't fake your welts.
horsing around and fucking around, like some of the greatest memories.
Yeah. You gotta have a balance.
You know what it is? The
gotta fuck
fake
around
it
a
part
bit.
is I do appreciate people that will tell you off the bat what they don't know. Cause I've been on music jobs where I should have just said, I'm hired for this. What else am I not knowing in this job? Instead of just being got it, whatever you need, got it. And then there's just formats that I wasn't aware of that are standard to this job. And once I turn to my work, they're like, we can't use it in this way. You got to do it over.
Right.
And I could have just said it from the beginning, okay, how do you guys work? What's your thing? Instead of just being I don't want to freak anyone out that I'm unqualified, so I'm just gonna be got you. That's where it's it's gonna bite you in the ass.
I'll do that one. I was on a job there, we were doing this Cirque show for this German artist, and then one of her songs is a salsa inspired.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, hey, you could do a salsa routine, right? I look at the video and we're like, yeah. The second that Zoom call ended, we're like, fuck, we gotta do a salsa routine.
Did you do it?
Hell yeah, we killed it.
Oh, love
But
it.
I mean, that's just because we're brilliant.
Love it.
But then if you had to do that for a salsa company, you're fucked. You know what I mean? That's what.
I'd
That's
still say yes though, motherfuckers.
like if you're showing it for like a Mexican festival and stuff, and they're like,
Damn.
"What is this shit?"